Hello, everybody. I don't know. I hope I grasped your attention because most of those Roblox YouTubers, they always scream in your mic like, "Have you seen this? You gotta do this." And so I tried that technique, but I don't know. Maybe I do have your attention now because otherwise you guys are droozing off, and I don't want that. So today, we're going to talk about something that is possible in the next coming up updates because I've been scouting through the Discord of Elemental Dungeons, and there are a few very, very, very interesting things. Now, what I want to do on my channel is do a few community polls and see what you guys are voting, what should be added into the next update. So let's go over a few. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring in my Discord view in there here for just a second. Let me just get my Discord up, man, up and running, and then I can stream this on here. I'm an old man, so you have to give me a little bit of time because these things, they always take a little bit of time. And there we go. That looks kind of good. Let's I don't know, let's make this a little, I don't know, smaller like this. Hello. And then we're gonna do, wait, no, that's the wrong one, that's the right one. Let's make this a little bit smaller and this a little bit smaller, blah, blah, blah. All right, give me 1 second. I'm almost done. Let's do that. I don't know. We're going to have some beautiful side things, let's put them away for just a second. I could have prepared this, but I'm way too lazy to do that. So, okay, let's talk about a few things that we can see up here that are interesting. We're going to start right at the top because they already talked about trading, which I personally think is quite interesting. To bring an economy into the game is a very, very smart thingaroonies to do because trading will, help other people getting items that they don't already have, which means people will be more active in the game. So I think trading is definitely a win. Now, for you, I want you to also write into the comments what you think about these ideas. Now, tell me in the comments, do you want trading in this game? I think the majority will say yes. Maybe a few people will say, well, I don't know, maybe not, whatever. But I think this will be a game changer when it comes to economy, when it comes to activity in the game. I mean, don't forget, guys, we're still in the open beta. This is not a full release, This is the open beta, and I'm believing that if this game fully releases, I think this will have a huge hype on Roblox. Now, don't call me out on it, but I just think so. So let's go for something else. So we have dodge, block mobs, and boss attacks. That is also good. Blocking mobs would be awesome. I mean, we can already kind of dodge, right? We can use Q to dash and stuff. So I think this is also definitely a win for future updates, because dodging, and I already wondered, like, if people are using sword, I think this is when sword is actually gonna thrive in the game, when they will add like a block feature. That would be awesome. I don't even know if they actually mean it with that, block mobs, boss attacks. I think that's awesome. I think that's gonna help out a lot of sword players, and that's mainly the reason why I am magician, that's why. Anyways, what else do we have? We have random dungeon layouts. Now, we already kind of have that, but not really. I mean, some of them are randomized. For example, the ancient temple or whatever it's called, that is randomized, yes. But on the other side, some of the other ones are not. They are not. I would really appreciate if there's something like a code for a procedurally generated maps. That would be great. That's a terrible word for a German to say, procedurally generated maps. But what that basically means is you're gonna go into a map and they always look differently because the computer system is kind of changing a little bit around it. That makes the game not to be too boring. I know literally everything about every map. I know every corner of every single map. So something like a random dungeon layout would be pretty cool. There's another thing now that is quite important, which is shared experience for ability mastery. All you need is one hit. That is good because mastery is kind of hard to... I'm just gonna thumb these up. It's kind of hard to level anyways, but I don't know. Shared XP for ability mastery. So that means that if my if my friend is killing something, we're gonna gain mastery, right? Is that what they mean? All you need is, you need one hit on it. Okay, I guess. Okay. What I already kind of thought was kind of a little bit saddening that when my teammate is actually killing the monsters, I'm not getting loot. And, when I'm co oping this with my friend, I expect that to work. Just a thing that I have in my mind. But I don't know. What do you think about this? Like, there's not much. Actually, it's more of a downside when I'm farming something. Okay, hear me out. When I'm farming something with my friend, actually, I'm not getting their loot, which means I'm getting less loot, even though I can solo it. So there's no real reason for me to actually go in full co-op mode because I'm not really getting anything out of it. But that is just my opinion. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Another thing is add a way to get a perm vision of a element. I don't know what they really mean. Add a bank or storage. Yes. I've been talking about this ever since. What do they mean? Add a way to get a permanent vision of a element. I don't know, a version of an element, a permanent version. I don't know, maybe that we can always switch between those elements. That would be cool as well. Would kind of break the game though. So I don't know what they really mean with that, but I am absolutely for add a bank for storage. My inventory. I've been looking around the map for a bank when I started playing the game. I was like, damn, I always have to sell this stuff because in the end I will have a lot of elements. You will have a lot of crafting materials. You need to store this. So I really truly hope that they will put this in the next few updates because storage very, very important. So yeah, that's a big win for me. Okay, so should we make the first dungeon boss move? Yeah, I actually think it shouldn't. Because the other ones don't really move as well, don't they? It's just the first dungeon, right? I don't think so. I think just for the difficulty, especially for beginners out there, it's pretty good for a boss that doesn't move too much. So that is awesome. Now, we actually have it confirmed. Trading is confirmed. That is very nice. That was already on the 20th. That was 7 days ago. Wow. Okay, I didn't expect that. Should we make a hardcore mode more of a setting that you can enable at a difficulty for +1 drop, loot drop? So everybody obviously is going to go for that. So yeah, I'm just going to go for that as well. Now, nerf Angel. Do I think Angel needs to be nerfed? I actually don't think. That was at a time, I think, where it was epic. So they moved it up, and I just don't think it needs a nerf. I think at Legendary it's perfectly, balanced where it is right now. I think this is one of the few elements that is perfectly spot on as a Legendary. Which element should be in the first one to have an awakening? So everybody went with Angel. I could go with Angel. I could go with maybe one of the OG ones because the OG ones are not really being used. I think Dragon is a great way of making Dragon good again. I don't think Dragon is too crazy right now. It's still good. It's still at my top 3. It's in my top 3 list, but it's not the best, So I think Dragon would be a nice way to do it. Or you're going to use like an element that is very weak. For example, like air, something airy. That's a comet, okay. Is that supposed to be the mythical one? Yeah, it is supposed to be the mythical one. So for me, I think it's air that should get an awakening or something from the rare elements like fire, like this and that. Everybody has access to them and they are not really used in the end game anymore. So if they can actually all get an awakening where we all think about like, damn, this is actually really good, they can make a huge, huge, huge end game in here. Now, everybody, if you don't know this game, you should look into it a little bit. Bee Swarm Simulator has one of the greatest end games there is in the game because they have like a huge list of quest lines, and I believe if they would do a quest line for each of these elements for an awakening to make it even more crazy, I would think this is just a really, really good idea to make this game have an end game, because the games die out on Roblox because they don't have an end game. Okay, let's go for something else. Should we delete the angel element? I mean, I don't know what that was. I think they were trolling a little bit. Should we delete Zoot because he's a hater? So I guess so. Oh yeah, I already like that one. Nah, that was probably just some trolling. What would you want more as an update of the next week? That was the latest one. Oh, damn. I was so sad that they didn't go with PvP, that they actually went with another dungeon. I'm really interested in PvP, so I have to just wait a little longer. This will make the game more active as well, because people actually have PvP in there. We can get some new titles in there. You can farm materials there. Maybe even have battles with, like, I don't know, where you can bet gold or something in it. That would be super, super fire. Okay, so PvP or trading, I actually went with trading here because trading is just, economy is a thing and it's just super important to have in the game. So very important. Make Angel legendary and you will keep. Yeah, I was definitely for it. I said it in my videos previously. Nobody believed me, and I said we really, really, really have to get Angel going here because Angel just needs needs a boost. No, not a boost, like not a boost in that regard. I mean, it needs to be bumped up because it's just too good to be an epic. I personally believe Angel is better than Dragon. You can hate me in the comments if you want, but Angel is really, really good, especially for the beginners out there. So yeah, add wings to Dragon. They already did that. We already voted yes, and that's like 3,000 people saying yes. So that was a very obvious choice. Would you rather drop us an update right now? Blah blah blah. Yeah, they did that already. Do you care about titles? And yes, I do actually. And I was actually okay. So people will probably hate me on this as well. What do you think about player races, non-rabbit swordsmen, etc.? I actually thought it's a good idea to have more quests and stuff in there. So I kind of should put my vote to yes. But what I had in my mind, because I know Zood and I know his games previously, they will probably bring in something to make cash off again. And what I had in my mind is like you have to draw this and that again. You have to spend gems again, and gems are already very hard to come by in this game, so I think they would do something with that. You have to roll your race somewhere along those lines, unless if they would actually change it to a quest line. I'm gonna put this into yes, so I'm gonna keep it at yes and no because I don't really know how they really want to implement that, so I can't really comment on that. Alright, and that one is the latest one that is going to probably concern our future. Literally, I would press yes on every one of them, honestly, but there's so many good things. So I think everybody wants dungeons. I actually currently don't think I need any dungeons because I'm not at that point. I'm not at the end level where I can like do the Arctic thingy-me-bob. So I wasn't really for the dungeons right now because we just received a higher difficulty of a dungeon. So now, chests and banks, you can store items in it, is so important, and I'm so sad that people are not voting it more higher because I think chests are really awesome. More quest lines like Dash V2, also, I believe that more people should have voted into that because I think that's just great. These two are awesome. These two are really good, and I believe that will boost the game up by a ton. So more polished infinite mode. Now, infinite mode is a good idea. You should also add a leaderboard with it because right now infinite mode is being used to get into the leaderboard. But I think this could be more towards, the next few updates. I think infinite mode works. It's not, I mean, yeah, it is a little bit boring. I have to give them that. And I believe that we don't get enough experience and items in there. So I just, yeah, they should polish it. They make it a little bit more interesting, not to be so one-sided, but there are other things in here that are more interesting. So more stuff in dungeons like chests, etc. I think this is good. Already quite a few people thumbed this up, so yeah, it's good. I think they should put a little bit more into the dungeons, polish this one up as well a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting, because the way that I find is that it's just really boring after some time. The drop rates are terrible. I do have all of the luck game passes and the double loot, whatever it is, game pass, that doesn't really work, and I think they should overhaul those game passes. I honestly do. They are really for 1,000 Robux. I think it's a terrible game pass, and if I could have returned it, I would have. I hope that they will really work on that, but whatever. Then we have a new element, and I think that is also very likely to happen in the next update on Saturday. And then we have the hardcore mode. I don't know, I think they mean a hardcore mode of the newest realm Maroonies. Let me just like click this away. I what I think is what they mean is hardcore. Let me check it. So when it does hard, no, it's hard, and then hell. I don't know what they mean with hardcore mode. By the way, I also want the raids to happen. I want them raids. Yeah, hard and hell. That would be next. It would be nice if they would add the raids now. I've been waiting for it. Didn't really arrive, so I think that would be very nice if they would drop that. Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that they throw in there on the Discord server, and I must say that I'm very stoked and happy about quite a few of them. Actually, all of them. Anything that's positive coming out to the game is a win for me. I like this game. This game has a lot of secrets to unravel, like titles, and they have weird corners where you suddenly find a chest or this thing over here with these eyes, and you have secret merchants that come once an hour. And this game is mythical, and magical. This game is fun. You have a lot of stuff in here to do, and I believe they can expand the world much more. They can add so many more quest lines, PvP area. There's so much stuff that they can add into this game, and I think this could become a very successful MMORPG on Roblox right now, and it already is. It's already fun. I love spending time in here, as you may see with my level. And yeah, this is basically it that I have for you today. Tell me in the comments section below what you think should happen to the game, what you want to what should happen, what would make you as a player happy. And yeah, I'll see you on the other side, and peace out. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, see me in game. You can add me as a friend on Roblox. Where is it? It's this one here, rbx_Tylarian. Add me, and we will do some dungeons together. Maybe I'm here and you are there, I guess, and I don't know what to say anymore. I'm just gonna say bye. Goodbye.